Hey guys, welcome OldBayCraps. We're back at the table. We're going to be doing stick right 1 again, as close to the stick as possible, doing a 5-4, 5-4 dice set, doing the underhand toss, which we're pushing to the back wall. So without further ado, let's get rolling. All right, let's get started. All right, we are at stick right 1, closest to the stick, and we are throwing the 5-4, 5-4 again. And I'm trying to remember what I did yesterday. We had a nice roll yesterday. I think I did the par grip halfway down the dice. I'm on my tiptoes. Let's go. And that was a terrible toss. Way to start off. 4-3. Come out 7. So I felt the die hit my ring finger, pushed the blue die. So that was a grip issue. Let's see if we can go with the same grip we've been using for all the positions. Oh, that's right. That's what I remember now. We threw with dice parallel to the table. That's what it was. Here we go. Well, we got the 2 come out rolls. There we go. 4-1-5. 5's going to be the point. This is day 2 of stick right 1. We've shot from stick right 2 in 3 different positions, furthest away from the rail, around the field area, and then closest to the rail wall. And now we're doing closest to the stick. We're using the same grip as we did all the other positions, but we're doing parallel to the table. And that's keeping the dice together better. There's a 1-5-6 mixer. Hit that like and subscribe on Sideshow Gamble's channel. It's got some great content there. And you might have heard me say it before, but I'll say it again. He actually has an episode where Ed OldBayCraps, who's instructing me along with Gargoyle, helps Chris out with his throw. Dice out. That was a terrible throw. I had no energy. I was too busy jibber jabbering. It's going to be a 4-5-9. All right. I'm not going to be saying dice out and stuff, so just going to be tossing it. There's a 4-1-5, so we hit our first point. So with stick right 1, closest to the stick, I'm throwing it to between the 3 and the 4 in the field. Anything further down, like anything closer to this area, and they hit the wall too hard. It's going to be a hard 6 though. So 6 will be the point. We have yet to hit a 4-point fire bet in any of these sessions. We've hit a 3-point fire bet multiple times. There's a 4-1-5 again. Something about this toss gives 5s and 6s, I think. Or was that on the other position, the other video? I forget. We've done so many now. So you can see with that one, so they stayed together. They hit around here, and then they immediately just tumbled as quick as they could and split. that is not what we want. So I'm going to try to throw it with a little bit more tenderness, but that's going to be a 7 out. Not bad. It was a quality roll with 9 rolls, but it had 2 come out rolls though, but in between the come out rolls and the 7 out, we hit straight box numbers. So that's always a good sign. And we hit repeaters and a point. Here we go. There we go. That was a gentle toss. Got a 5-5 OldBay bushel. Hard 10. 10 will be the point. And that was almost a perfect toss, but the red die was showing a different facing number instead of a 4. Dice went off to the left. The blue one hit the hook, but it's going to be a 1-4-5. That would have felt like my hand opened up too early and they drifted to the right. It's going to be a 6-2-8 easy. And by the way, this is all brand new dice. I got 2 sets, a set of blue and a set of red. And I got rid of the dice that I've been using for the past 2 years because they were definitely nicked up because of hitting all those times you heard the dice hit the hard floor in my videos. So I am working with new dice. And there's a 2-5-7. Short roll. Did not make a point that time. So maybe what we're going to do is, I want to keep the energy. So I need to hit the field shorter than the 2, 3, 4. So we're going to aim for the 9-10 and let them roll forward. There's a 3-6-9. So 9 is going to be the point, but I think it gives the right energy. I don't have to slow down my energy because I am an aggressive thrower. And it gives them time to roll and die. Am I actually? Oh, wow. I'm looking at the dice right now, and this isn't good. This isn't good at all, and I'll tell you why. Let me switch to green. Alright, so I just noticed something. I'm going to have to switch to a green-red die dice combination because the blue dice that I bought must have been the wrong size because they're actually a tiny bit smaller than the red die, and that can definitely affect your toss. Alright, so I'm going to a green die now for the left die. Oh, that feels much better. So the blue die, the new blue die I got, I can't use. Son of a... Well, I can use it in videos where I use 2 of the same color, but you can't use 2 dice of different sizes. And that definitely could be a problem with the dice staying together because they have different weights and different sizes. There's a 4-6-10. And I know that may sound weird because yesterday we had like a 30-some roller. But we might be able to get more consistency making sure that we have the same size dice. So this red and green one, they are the same size. You can feel it. You can feel the difference with the blue. There's a 5-2-7. It's a short roll. But let me know in the comments because I'm pretty confident that if the dice aren't the same size, that's majorly going to mess up your throw because maybe I'm throwing good here, but when I get to the casino and I'm dealing with dice that are the same size, I'm going to get completely different results. There's a 6, 4, 10. 10 will be the point again. Wow. I didn't notice that. The only reason I noticed that is because when the red die is on the left and the blue die is on the right, you can't feel the difference. But when I put the red die on the other side of the blue, I immediately felt the difference in size. Wow. Okay. There's a 437 PSO. And just because I'm PSOing and having short rolls doesn't mean that it's a terrible toss. It could mean that I now need to get used to the dice being properly... The old blue and red dice that I had, like the ones that I colored the pips in, they are the same size dice, by the way. But the new blue ones I got are smaller than the red and the green. There's a 156. Not 115. Dang it. Give me 1 second. All right, the 6 should generate in just a second. 6 will be the point. That was a mixer. All right, since these are new dice, that could be the reason why they're cutting into the table when they land, so they're not landing flat. There's a 314. So that's something I'm going to need to work on. So I was wondering that, and I just changed something. I made the push toss longer with a shorter landing zone. And they're kind of doing what I want them to do. So we made the point of 6. So because these are new dice, I need to land them closer to the back wall. Because they're dying quick. There's a 5-6 yo. Come out roll. So now I'm not aiming for the 4, 9, 10 in the field. I'm actually aiming for beyond the field, like the pass line. There's a 1, 2, 3. Still on the come out. But that's what your throw is all about. It's about adapting and doing your mechanics the right way, from my experience. Look at that. Did you see that? They landed here, they hit, they stopped. Now, it's not ideal that I went into the hook, but that's how I want them to land and stop. That's exactly how I want them to land and stop. There's a 5-1 mixer, but 4 is the point. We've already made a point of 6. There's a 6-3-9. Not sure what happened there, but they went off to the right. See if we can course correct. Not a bad roll. When the left die, the green die hit the wall, it bounced high, but then it stopped still within inches of the wall. That's a 4-3-7 out. No, that's a come out 7. Ah, see, I caught it. That's a come out 7 because we hit the point of 4. So that's okay. That was roll 28. We don't mind come out rolls being the 7. So when they hit, they jump to the left. You all know that this is a leaner, but they're going to call it a 5-2. That's another come out 7. So I'm getting them to the wall the way I want to. I might just want to ease back on the landing zone just a bit. So they landed right here, and the red die stopped, but the green die kept coming back. It's going to be a hard 8. 8's going to be the point. So we've made a point of 6 and a point of 4. We're now going for a point of 8. They landed a little short right here, but got the result we wanted. 6-2-8 buckshot. So that's 3 points. 6, 4, and 8. Three, 6, 9. 9's going to be the point. There's a 6-1-7. That's okay. The dice did what I wanted them to do. Just wasn't a good result. All right, that was a 15 roller. We made a 3-point fire bet. Not bad. Not bad at all. So that landed right here. Maybe a little bit too much energy. It's going to be a 1-2 come out 3. 3 craps. We'll see if we can ease up on the energy, but still make that landing spot. So those dice were uneven when they left my hand. It's going to be a 4-5-9. 9's going to be the point. There's a 1-3-4. Let me know in the comments if you like this new angle for this last week of rolls. I've never shown the entire throw in one shot. There's a 2-5-7. Short roll. That's okay. We're adapting. So that one I landed right here. Again, it still might have had a little too much energy. It's going to be a 2-6-8. 8's going to be the point. It's always a little bit of give and take with each of the parts of your mechanics. From hold, grip, placement, toss, landing, result. I like the way they stayed together. They did go to the right. It's going to be a 369. They were a totally different number when they landed than they kissed. And it's going to be a 369 again, back to back. There's a 628. There's a 145. Two, 5, 7. They rolled. They hit on the edge and rolled to the right. So that was probably a grip issue. Another short roll, but we did hit a point of 8 and had a repeater on the 9. I don't mind that. You can make money that way. You're not going to make a lot, but 628. It nicked my ring finger pushed on the green die. It's going to be a buckshot, but that wasn't meant to be. That was a terrible roll. We lucked out with hitting the point. That's going to happen in the real casinos. But you know it's not the right toss. There's a double D-gen, heart 6. Now that time I could feel my hand open at the same time, not just my thumb. And I'll show you in the camera. So if I'm holding them here, I didn't just go like that. I went like that. And it's all in an effort to keep the dice together. So that didn't quite keep the dice together, did it? It's going to be a 257. We're trying to figure it out. Still made a point though. So if you're playing the pass line, I don't know, max odds, at least get some money out of a short roll. They went all the way to the left, hit the hook. It's going to be a heart 4. They landed right over here. And then went to the right. It's not what we want. Again, my arm naturally wants to go right to left. So I have to train it to go out straight this way, not this way. That's a 347. PSO. So if you're playing the dark side today, today's a good day. Play the dark side. A dark sider's favorite roll as a PSO. There's a 459. They didn't stay together, but I like the way they came off the wall. The back wall. That was a good one too. It's going to be an OldBay bushel. We'll check the number of rolls in just a second. So they came in flying together, but they left the party split. 4-3-7 out. Another short roll. Can't seem to get any consistency out of this. So we're going to keep trying. Okay, that was a terrible roll. I landed it like right here, and the green die just died right here. I don't even know if they would count it. That was a 3-1-4. 4 will be the point. That's definitely not the way we want to throw it. So what's happening right now is they're coming down together, but then one of them is getting ahead of the other, and when they hit, one of them's hitting on the corner of the dice, like that, and it's just making it go all over the place. There's a 5-4-9. That was better. I really felt that that was a push, not a toss. It's going to be a hard 4. Let's try to duplicate that. There we go. It's going to be a 3-4-7. We can't seem to get... Oh, that's a come out 7. But that's what we want. We want them to hit, dribble, hit the wall, stop. There's a 6-5-yo. Pay the line, take the don'ts. There's a 6-2-8. 8's going to be the point. Let's see if I can get the dice to stay together more. I'm going to go down on the grip. I don't feel that really helped, but they did come off the wall the way we want. You definitely can feel when you have new dice, because if you turn the wrong way, they're so pointy, they stick right into the layout. They kind of crisscrossed when they came off the wall. It's going to be a hard 4. Oh, I like the way they went down and hit the wall. 6-3-9. I really like that. Let's repeat that. So that was holding the grip about halfway down. Right there. Like a par grip. and pushing it. There's a 5-3-8. Hit the point. That's 2 points made. Made a 4 and an 8. Six, 3, 9. They went off to the left into the hook. It's going to be a 1, 6, 7. That sucked mechanically. And even though it's a quality roll. Of course, we haven't had a quality roll in quite some time. What roll are we on? That was roll 64. So we have a little bit more time left to try to course correct. I think that was a good grip. I just think it was a bad toss. There's an OldBay bushel. Dice went off to the right. Hard 10. 10 will be the point. I like that one. 3-1-4. Uh, 4-5-9. They went off to the right. I wouldn't say this was a good session today. I think we lost a step from yesterday's progress. But again, we're trying out different positions. We're just seeing what works and what doesn't work right now. And then mechanically, so, you know, we're going into next week's show, into trying the underhand toss for all the sessions, and that's going to be a 4-1-5. But we're trying them from 4 different positions. 2 different stick positions, but the stick right 2, we had 3 different lanes. That we had the come lane, the field lane, and the don't pass bar lane that we were throwing down. But if you can master something like that, again, if somebody has chips at the end of the table, and you have to move your toss, you'll be able to. Let's try not to change grips so much. I'm going to go back to the other grip. You know, we're still seeing bouncing around like a trampoline. So with that particular way I'm gripping them, I can't throw it short. It's got to go like right there. Because they're just stopping. They're hard 4. I think that was a good toss. Gargoyle and Ed might say otherwise, and that's fine. I'll take their critique. There's a 2-5-7. That was only an 8 roller. We hit all the box numbers. And only had the repeater on the 4. But couldn't make a point of 10. 415. Not a great toss. That was probably my favorite toss of the night. Favorite toss of the night. Both landed within an inch of the wall. And they stayed together. I really like that one. The thing is, sometimes when you have a great toss, you then can't remember how you did it. But I will tell you that we're pushing the dice versus tossing the dice. Tossing the dice would be like this. We're pushing the dice forward. I loved how they stayed together. 314. One, 3, 4. Back-to-back buckshots. I like how they're staying together. 314. So they went off to the left, the blue die did, or the green die did. It's going to be a 2-4-6. Oh, that was a stretch for me. They split like crazy. They went down together. It's going to be aces. First pair of aces tonight. Like I told you, anytime there's an errant throw, so they split like crazy, that it normally winds up being a horn. There's a 6-2-8. There's a 1-5-6. Saw them dribble forward. It's going to be a 5-4-9. They must have kissed when they came off the wall and split. They looked like they went down together, holding hands. It's a 1-2-3. I think we just hit the small. And we just hit the small. There's a heart 8. Oh, terrible throw. Good result. terrible throw. That's a hard 6. They left my hand and I knew that they had no energy. Wow. Love the way they went down. Got a midnight. They went off to the left. 268. Two, 4, 6. That was a good throw. There's aces. Second time this shooter. Is the repeater on aces? There's a 4, 6, 10. There's a 3, 1, 4. The sister number. There's aces again. That's 3 times this shooter. There's a 6, 4, 10. They went off to the left. It's going to be a 6, 3, 9. They hit the hook. There's a hard 8. Again, they went off into the hook. Not what we want. It'll be a 3, 6, 9. There's a yo, and that is the all. 5, 6 yo, mid-mo yo, helping us out, make the all. That was also roll 25. And there you have it, there's the all. And there's a 3, 4, 7, of course, because we hit the all. That was a 26 roller. And that was also roll 98. So we have 2 more rolls. Can we do a buckshot? Is it possible to do a buckshot in just 2 rolls? 2 rolls left to 100? Let's see. There's a 639. We've been hitting them all night. Can we do it? Can we do a buckshot? 5-5. I thought it was a 5-4. It's going to be an OldBay bushel. We're going to end on an OldBay bushel. Well, not really end. That's 100 rolls. We're going to keep going until we hit a 7. Because people don't like that. We don't finish the roll out. There's a 3, 5, 8. There's a 1, 2, 3. This is the last shooter. There's a 639. So we made the point. And there's a 7 out. No, it's a come out 7. Jesus. 4, 3, 7, come out 7. Whew. There's another come out 7. There's a 3, 2, 5. Haven't seen a 5 since the mid-roll or before that. There's a hard 4. And we named another point. 415. Cannot reach that. This is the come out roll. There's another come out 7. Cannot reach it. It's a lot of come out 7s. Another come out 7. 5, 2. There's a 5-1-6 mixer. 6 will be the point. There's a 5-4-9. There's a 6-4-10. Five, 4, 9. They're split like crazy, but it's going to be another 5, 4, 9. Three, 6, 9. So we're about to hit the repeater on the 9. I think one more. There, I said the word one more. You happy? So what do you think the next roll is going to be? Something less than a 9? There's a 6, 2, 8. There's an ace deuce, 3 craps. That was a very small roll. It's going to be the favorite number of the 5, 4, 9. I'm sure we're going to hit the repeater on the 9. And we just hit the repeater on the 9. Wow. We've hit 7 9s in this roll on this shooter. It's crazy. There's a 5, 6 yo, mid-mo yo. There it is. 1, 6, 7, ouch. That was a 23 roller following a 26 roller. All right. That was a 1, 6, 7 out. That was 121 rolls tonight. That was the most rolls we've had. All right, I can't believe it. We just hit 121 rolls in our session. That's the longest session we've had. This was session 16 tonight. This was the second night from stick right 1, where we were close to the stick as possible with our underhand toss. It was a little bumpy in the beginning. Then in the middle, it got a little bit better. And then towards the end, we had 3 quality rolls out of the last 4 shooters, and the last 2 shooters were both 20 plus rollers. Pretty cool. Still not a fan of this particular one, but it does give me confidence that if I ever had to go to a casino and stick right 1 was the only option, which is rare, that it's nice to know I could probably get a good toss out of it. I just have to last a while because it seems like I warm up to all my rolls. So out of the gate, I'd probably do a hybrid or play dark. I'm not sure. And then I would transition over to light side because then I'd be warmed up with my toss. But thanks everybody for joining me. Click that like and subscribe if you would. Provide feedback, please. Comments are welcome. If you happen to hit the don't like, hit it twice. Got that from another channel. I want to take this opportunity to thank Gargoyle, Ed, Jeff, and Chris, Sideshow Gamble. Again, without you all, this wouldn't be possible. So, hey, when you're at your tables, season your play. Good night.